thank you, Mary, for these type of forums and heading them up. It means a lot.
My pleasure.
I as well am a neighbor of the brewery there. Just a little background, I'll be in resident of Taylor almost 30 years, coming up very soon in 6 months. I'd have to say, and I don't want to just make a negative factor, because this is excellent. Thank you, Commissioner, County, the officers in Taylor have been great through the years. They've been very receptive and very caring in many ways, and I definitely want to say that. I want to say that we, and I have, tried to take the ownership of this is my city as well. And with that being said, as a business, and if I was a business owner, I would certainly want to be able to run my establishment and make it as big as possible.
Right.
We as the neighbors are not saying don't make your money. We're
Right.
not saying don't be successful.
Right, I know
We-
that.
As I said the last meeting we had,
Yeah.
simply, we just want to be the same type of people, like the people that work there, the owner that owned that brewery, that bar, to be able to go home and sit in our yard and put something on the
You're
grill.
immediately behind them, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Directly. This is my neighbor, the new
Yeah.
neighbor. I want to be able to, have my kids to run in the yard. I want to be able to have my friends over during the weekend so that we can maybe just, sit and enjoy life.
You're
We can't do
absolutely
that
right.
because I'm afraid, depending on what time they come, that they may run into some of the people that frequent the bar. I'm afraid that things, may occur. It's been a lot of endurance that we as residents have endured. The first couple of years, Philip and I spoke, and we said, I remember the day when that bar was like Cheers, the guys were there and they were closed, and my kids would play in the parking lot because it was so not that busy.
Right.
Now it's very busy. We gave that bar 2 to maybe 2 good years to say, well, maybe once they get acclimated and they get control of it, and we understood it was a younger gentleman that owned it. Mary, enough, Mary. I don't, when I go in my yard, to cut the yard, to cut the grass, to do things like that, we very seldom, I go to Phillips and those guys' yard, because it's a little further away, just across the street, but it's not directly across the street.
Right.
I get the sounds of when they're in the back smoking, and the noise of just the talking, and not talking when you're about 9 o'clock at night and you have a
Yeah.
few in you,
Yeah.
and the bar is full. Mary, all we ask is to be able to do, just like anyone else that doesn't live near an establishment like that, to be able to have our family, our friends, and to be able to just be a resident.
So we've got a few of you here, from immediately here. What are some of your ideas of what we can do? Can just not allow people out there with, no loitering, no congregating?
With all due respect, in my opinion, and we may have all different opinions, the bottom line is a little more traffic control of the police coming by. I think that would help tremendously. And not only that, I understand, there's limited, police and other things that
Right.
were more important. But the fact of being able to physically see what we endured every night, and I know someone said Friday and Saturday, but it's when the games are on, which is now Monday, it's Sunday, now it's Thursday night with other things.
So here's what we're gonna do. I've got 2 of my finest officers on the evening shift here. This is gonna be your pet project. Got it? Okay.
Thank you.
Just a note on that. I think what we need to do on that, if he has the smoking area in the back of the bar in the alley, move that to the
I
front of the
thought
bar.
we did that.
Oh, that's why you need it.
No, it's good, it's so behind the bar.
Yeah, and when you know how it is, when you get 20 people that have been drinking for
Oh,
a few
yeah,
hours,
that's been the problem.
and they all stand out there, everybody wants to talk louder than the guy next to them.
Sure, okay, we'll
And
get on that.
in our backyard.
I know exactly where you are.
And the thing is, when a person is drinking, I used to be an alcoholic. And I used to go and say, Okay, 1 minute, you're Dr. Jekyll, next minute, you're Dr. Hyde, okay? You're gonna get drunk and you're gonna fight with the police officers. Well, when you fight with the police officers, you have no respect. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of things on the news where a lot of people don't respect the police officers. Okay, fine. You don't respect the police officer. Put your shoes in his shoes. Go out. Go walk the streets. Carry your gun. Have someone point your gun, a gun at you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna shoot that person? Or are you gonna go and are you gonna let them shoot you? It's just like my husband, my cousin was in Vietnam. He did 3 tours, okay? He had the choice either of shooting someone or dying. It's the same thing as a police officer. If somebody points a gun at them, they're gonna shoot you or they're gonna tase you. But if you don't have no respect for them, then that's not right. Matthew Edwards died because of the fact it was domestic, okay? And I love Matthew. I miss Matthew. God, you know, I mean, he was my best friend. I mean, if I had any problems, Matthew said, call me up. I will take care of it. And I miss him. I miss him dearly.
We all do. Thank you for mentioning him. Yes, sir.
Yeah, one of the problems I've seen with big league brews on E-course, I live on the other side of the street behind the 7-Eleven in that area.
Okay.
I got two things. The second one is a compliment to all your crew. Is that place
Can we do that one first?
The biggest problem is big league brews put so much parties on outside. And that is probably half of the time where all these people are getting their cars parked on their lawns and everything. As I've seen so many times in the summer that he's got a tent out there with the party going on out there. And the other time, the good part is, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, there was an incident on our street up on the other side, north of Hayes on Merrick. I was getting ready to walk out the door, and all of a sudden, I'm hearing no sirens because I didn't know what the situation was, but I'm watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squad cars rolling up my street from Champaign, and they're all about 1 car length apart, doing the speed limit, heading north, and it just shocked me. And I'm looking up there, and I'm seeing 4 other cars coming in from the other directions. I found out it was a serious situation up there, but it was a compliment to these guys. No lights, no sirens, and they took their time to get there and take care of the problem.
Good, that's good to hear. Thank you
But I
for that.
appreciate all these officers,
Yes.
including the auxiliary personnel
Yeah,
that you got
absolutely.
sitting there. I know she had two more auxiliary personnel come in later.
Yes. Well, thank you for that.
Chief, I
Yes.
would just like to piggyback on that compliment. I don't know if many of you guys know, what was it, last week? We did have an armed gunman at City Hall. I was actually on my way up there when it all started going down, so I wasn't there. But I just want to compliment the chief, her entire staff on how they handled the situation. It was an armed gunman. I think, from what I hear, he was contemplating committing suicide by cop, which is a normal thing nowadays, it seems like. I shouldn't say normal, but a frequent thing.
It's common, yes.
But it just shows you that the faith and the respect that I have in our officers, they were in safe positions protecting everybody that needed to protect. But I think they possibly saw that as the situation, and they were able to talk this guy down without taking his life. So I want to compliment you, and I want to compliment everybody that was involved in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a good job. You did an excellent job.
My sister lives on Bernard.
Ah,
There was a situation on that street, and actually, we are very well acquainted with that family because my sister lives 2 houses down from them. So again,
there was
I have
happening
to,
at the same time.
I have to applaud the department because she said the action that they took and the way everything was taken care of was amazing. So, and there are a lot of little kids on that street, so again, nothing but applause for the police
Thank you
department.
so much. So yeah, the situation last Friday, I just want to commend my own people. We did have an individual who came into the police station, appeared to be somewhat despondent, not quite sure what was going on. He was kind of talking all over the place. It wasn't until he was on his way out the door that our front desk officer saw that he did have a pistol. We quickly got our personnel out there, and before he could leave the complex, because if you're familiar, there's the police station, the city hall, and the courts over to the east side as well. So there's a big open plaza out front. So our personnel quickly responded. We were able to surround the area so that he didn't leave and possibly, hurt somebody else leaving the area. And our personnel did a tremendous job of keeping, everybody safe. They locked down City Hall. We had officers dealing with employees and residents visiting the City Hall, as well as stopping traffic in front on Goddard Road so that no vehicles could possibly be in harm's way. And we were fortunate that one of our officers is actually a trained crisis negotiator, and he took up a position in front of the station with our personnel, was able to talk to this individual and get him to put down the firearm and resolve it peacefully. Especially in this day and age, had it gone otherwise, it could have been a really bad situation. So again, I can't say enough about our personnel that handled that. And the other situation as well, but we had a lot of help from other agencies as well who helped us out. So thank you for that. You don't hear that enough.